Tottenham Hotspur 1-0 Villarreal. Thomas Frank secures narrow win in first Champions League game thanks to Luiz Jr. own goal. Match report from the Champions League phase match between Tottenham Hotspur and Villarreal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Luiz Jr. bundled Lucas Bergvall's cross into his own net. Thomas Frank secures victory in his first Champions League game. Tottenham beat Villarreal 1-0 at home as Thomas Frank's side secured a narrow victory in his first Champions League game as head coach. A spine-tingling atmosphere at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium before kick-off had barely simmered down before Luiz Jr. spilled the ball into his own net from a Lucas Bergvall cross to give the hosts the lead in just the 4th minute. That goal marked Spurs' fastest in the history of the tournament, and while the showing in the first half hinted that they would add to their tally, the performance quickly tapered off following the restart. A rejuvenated Villarreal came out after the break, coupled with a degree of sloppiness from Frank's men, leading to a shift in momentum. Clear-cut chances were few and far between, but Mickey van de Ven did provide a late scare for his team after finding himself on the wrong side of Georges Mikotadze before bundling the forward to the ground just outside the area. Spurs eventually limped to the final whistle to ensure all 3 points were secured in their first Champions League game since March 2023. Thomas Partey came on as a late substitute, ahead of a scheduled court appearance in the UK. Partey will appear at Southwark Crown Court on Wednesday to face charges of 5 counts of rape and 1 count of sexual assault, all of which he denies. I thought it was a big win. Any competition, it's good to get 3 points and get a good start. Happy with the clean sheet. Extremely good and limited Villarreal to little. Offensively, we struggled to create something against a good team that also defended very well with their 4-4-2 structure. It was a very even game that we edged in the end. I like that our foundation is strong. Obviously, we are building the offensive structure more. There was a spell in the second half where we had the ball away every time we had it. We will raise that level.
Chelsea felt the force of Harry Kane's ruthlessness as he scored twice in a 3-1 win for Bayern Munich in the Champions League. In Chelsea's first Champions League game since 2022/23, their inexperience at the elite level was exposed by Bayern, who took the lead through a Trevoh Chalobah own goal before Kane bagged a double. Cole Palmer's expert finish brought Chelsea back into the game in the first half, but their downfall was self-inflicted, with Moises Caicedo needlessly fouling Kane for a penalty, and Malo Gusto playing a sloppy pass straight into the path of the England striker, who finished with his usual accomplished nature. Enzo Maresca's team had been the more dangerous in the first half when they were suddenly hit by 2 Bayern goals in 7 minutes, the Chalobah own goal and Kane's penalty. Bayern's ESC had by far the greater experience of this competition, and that provided a decisive factor in a frenetic game. Chelsea goalkeeper Robert Sanchez was incandescent with rage moments after Kane had just beaten him to wrap the game up for Bayern. His fury was targeted at Gusto, whose sloppy control and pass led directly to Kane being given a free shot on goal, which of course he didn't pass up. Sanchez didn't deserve to be on the losing side, and his frustration was understandable. In the second half, he kept out Kane at the near post with a solid stop before producing a sensational one-handed piece of goalkeeping to deny Michael Olise, the kind of eye-catching save this goalkeeper is now becoming adept at. His concentration levels are improving, something some of his teammates need to work on now. Overall, the performance was quite good. We started really well, and we were in the game. The decision from the referee has been quite tough. We started the second half and created chances, but after the third goal, the game changed again. We just conceded a goal that killed the game. We were in the game. We can learn a lot from this game. First of all, this game requires us to play well for 95 minutes, not just part of the game. For some, we were not good enough. Robert Sanchez, Malo Gusto, and Cole Palmer were very good, a good performance from all of them. When asked if it was a reality check, Maresca added, "It's a reality check, but overall we competed well."